Hello, everybody. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk super quick about how to attract people even in a down economy. Okay, so if this is your very first time here, do make sure that you subscribe and then you also hit the bell so you get notified for like the rest of the stuff that comes out, right? Also, as I go along, go ahead and ask your questions. Feel free to do that. At the very end, I'll check on the questions that have been asked. I will answer those and then I will sign off. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. How are we going to be able to attract people even in a down economy? So you might be like, what do you mean, even in a down economy? I mean, if you can attract people in a down economy, you can attract people any time of the day, any day of the year, anytime, right? So if you can do that, then you're good to go, right? So because our economy fluctuates, right? There are some times where like everybody is just doing great, and then there's times, and there are actual geographical places where it seems like there's always like a depression going on in the area, and I mean like an economic depression, like people just don't have money to spend and yada yada yada. And it's certainly while it hasn't been addressed really as such, it certainly seems like there's a lot of that going around where people are like, well, I don't want to spend too much money. And you guys, some of that, and we're just going to go a little bit into this, some of that has to do with, the actual economy. And then some of that has to do with more with marketing and things like that, where people are buying and spending all of their money on these things that they don't really need. And then they don't have money for things that maybe they actually do need. And then they have to save back and yada, yada. Housing costs more, groceries cost more, gas costs more, all of the things, right? Anyway, so the point, because this is not an economics session, I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? All I know is what it feels like. That's all I know. So what we're going to actually be talking about is how we're going to be able to attract people to our business and to what we're doing any way we slice it, where it just doesn't matter, right? So how is the best way? So all of us, everybody knows, right, that I'm with Young Living. That is what I do personally. I know that a lot of different types of people watch these videos, and that is totally cool. You guys know the perspective I'm coming from. That's all that I'm saying. So with Young Living, what we have to do, like, and with any business, quite frankly, if you are helping people with like a business opportunity, because I'm going to talk about products and I'm going to talk about a business opportunity. But when you're helping people with a business opportunity, the way that you're going to actually be able to attract people to you, like builders and people that are interested in the business, the way that you're going to be able to attract people to you, you guys, is via confidence. You've probably heard it a million times, right? You're like, oh man, she just said confidence. All right. So I'm going to tell you how to get that though. I'm not just going to say be confident and then like, okay, and I'm done now. Any questions? That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to say how you can actually get that confidence and have it be solid. And then whenever you have that confidence, people are going to be like, oh, she knows the answer. She knows the answer. We've got this, right? Like, I can totally trust this. I can trust this situation. So, how do you get confidence? The only way you can have real, true, authentic confidence is by actually knowing a blueprint of how you do your job, how you can start. Like if a builder's going to come to you, if somebody's like, okay, so they look at the comp plan, they're like, okay, I can see the potential here. I believe I can do this. And then you talk to them even more. If you have a system that you can actually plug them into. And I don't mean a loosey-goosey system. I don't mean like a, in quotes, system. What I mean is something that they come on and then they do 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Now let's get going, right? That is a system. A system is not a fluffy, okay, just go do this thing. Just do these like sort of fluffy random things that are not duplicatable. A system is duplicatable. A system, like a good system, is duplicatable. The unfortunate thing is that people out there have these things called systems, but they're not really systems. If it doesn't really, and I'm saying the word too much at this point, but if it doesn't really make people's lives easier, give them clear and finite direction on what they're doing so they can feel confident, even if they just signed up yesterday. If they can feel confident in what they're doing because they've got resources to plug into that will basically do their job for them or teach people what they need to know without them having to know a whole bunch themselves, then you've got a good system. But not until then, right? So, like, and you guys know that are watching this, I know that a lot of you know I already have a system. It's called Go for Gold. And well, I may as well just go ahead and type it in here. gold.withmartha.com/go for gold. Use the code, what is it? Grow 40 to get $40 off. So there's that. But that's our system that we use for Young Living. Okay. That's a system you can plug somebody into. That's how I grew my team to gold, which typically takes a little shy of 5 years. And I did it within 6 months. Okay. So that is a system that works. And now thousands of people are doing the same system and it's duplicating for them as well. That's, my friends, is when you know you have a good system. So when you have something in place like that, so if you're with another company, find your thing, right? Find the thing that works for you. Find somebody that's created systems, okay? And if you don't, then let's chat, right? I mean, whatever. But if go ahead and find those systems. If you're in Young Living, make sure you use this one. This is the one that's duplicating everywhere, okay? But whenever you have that, that allows you to stand tall. That allows you to go chest out, chin up, ready to go. You are confident. You guys, whenever we are confident in what we're doing, people feel safe with us. And they should. They should feel safe with us because we know what we're doing. Because we're not throwing stuff at the wall and saying, I don't know, let's see if this one works, right? That's not what we're doing. We're saying, okay, well, we know this works, so we're going to do this thing. And it's going to be very easy, and you're not going to feel salesy, and you're not going to feel weird. You're not going to be taken outside of who you are. You're not going to have to avoid your family in the hallways, right? Where at a family reunion or something, you don't have to like, I don't really, scared they're going to, scared they're going to talk to me or something like that whenever they're passing you, right? That's not the stuff that we want. And you guys, if we have to live a life of like being a weirdo and being like this super salesy person, if we have to live that life in order to build our business, you're not going to do that very long, right? You're just not. People don't want to do that. And your body, your spirit, your soul is going to be like, no, I'm done. I'm not doing that, right? So last night's video that I did was about how to reignite your team, but really what it was about is why people drop off, right? You guys, that's why people drop off, is because they don't have systems. They drop off because they're like, they get their low-hanging fruit. They get their, their people around them, that they're 2 to 3% of their people that are just going to buy whatever and going to jump in with them for whatever. And then after that, they need a system. After that, they're going to drop off if they don't know what they're supposed to do. And if you go telling them that they need to do something that is not in alignment with their character, they will not do it. They will drop off. It does not matter how much money is in the comp plan. Doesn't matter. Because if they will not do it, they'll drop off. They're not going to do it, right? So what we have to do is we have to have systems in place that people will actually do, right? So that's the one that I've created for Young Living. If you're with another company, God bless you, you're going to find something. I hope you find something. With Young Living, that's what I've created for us. And it's anybody can do it. I've got we at Young Living, we talk a lot about color personalities. Our yellow personality is like the lover, the typically an introvert, maybe, but the lover and the I just want to help you, right? Like that's the yellow. I made this so yellows can do it. And yellows are not like salesy, and yellows are not, they will stop, right? If they have to be salesy and weird about something, they just simply will not do it, right? So I've created it for them, and then by proxy, it works for everybody else, right? That's the beauty of it. It's like, it's amazing. But here's how so let's get back to the topic. So systems, that's how you get confidence. That's how you exude confidence. So if you're wanting people to attract to you, even in a down market, y'all, you need to exude confidence. You need to be the solution. You need to be the answer. You need to walk into a room like you own the place. You need to be like ready for people to ask you questions about what you're doing, because you are so well versed and confident in what you do. And that is both on the opportunity side, and that's also on the product side, you guys. Being confident on that as well. That is super duper necessary. And being confident on the product side does not mean, get this, does not mean that you need to have a certification in aromatherapy. It does not mean you need to be a doctor. It does not mean that you need to be some sort of pharmacist. It does not mean that you need to have any sort of medical degree. It does not mean that you need any of that. All you need still is go for gold, just like I talked about a second ago. We have a side group that's for testimonials. All you need are people's stories and your own stories. All you need. You guys, the chemical constituents of an essential oil are not going to change somebody's mind or not make it sexy. It is not going to make it something that people want to do. They won't care. If they're green, they're going to care a little bit. Okay. Back to the personalities. They're going to care a little bit if they're green. They're going to want to research stuff. That's totally fine. But at the end of the day, what a human being needs is they need to understand, is this going to provide a solution to the problem that I'm having? People talk about it all the time, right? When people buy a drill, they're not buying a drill, right? This is a story everybody tells. They're not buying a drill. They're also not buying the hole in the wall. That's what people usually say. They usually say, well, they're not buying the drill. They're buying the hole in the wall because they want the hole in the wall. They don't want the hole in the wall either. They want the artwork on the wall, right? That's what they want. They don't want a hole in the wall, and they don't want the drill. They want their art hung up. So what can we do to hang someone's art up, right? End goal. What are you looking for, right? Have the conversations. Do not feel like if you're asking somebody so many questions that you're going to talk yourself out of a sale. First of all, we're not selling anything. Let's stop with that right now, okay? We're not selling anything. We're helping people understand what is going to likely, we'll set expectations, right? Likely be able to help that person based on the fact that it's helped other people. We're not doctors, you guys. I don't know. This helped Janet with that. We could try it for you. Let's see what it does. If it doesn't work, let's try something else. You guys see how easy that is? We're not selling anything, but we are understanding people's stories, and we're sort of like stockpiling away people's stories. So we do have a group in Go for Gold. We have a side group for testimonials where people are sharing that stuff. And that's how you don't need to read all of the books. I mean, God bless you if you want to read all the books, that's totally fine, right? Read the books if you want to read the books, right? All my greens, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you want to read the books, okay? You don't have to read the books. Not to help somebody. Like, let's break it down. Let's break it down to the lowest common denominator. What are we doing? Whether it's the opportunity or whether it's the product, you guys, what are we doing? We're just helping people. We need to be confident in what we're doing, okay? because being confident is going to attract people to us, and then they can trust us, and then we can help them. See what I'm saying? When you have systems, you're going to be confident, and then the rest of it's going to come just by nature. It's just going to come. Listen to the people. If you're not in the Gold Getters group, get in the Gold Getters group. It's on Facebook. It's a free group for anybody in Young Living. Okay, if you're not in there, pop in there. But you're gonna see people's mindsets changing, and those mindsets change because they have confidence. That's it. That's really and truly it, you guys. Yeah, they have a system that works. Yeah, they're thankful that they have that, and that's awesome. But you guys, what changed inside them is they now believe in themselves, because they can believe in themselves because they've got this thing to do. They don't have to wonder, right? That is how you are able to attract people any day of the week, any hour of the day, any day of the week. Okay, I'm ready for questions. Michelle, how do I present it as a business opportunity before or after they have signed up? I'm a blue. Awesome. Blue is my second. I am over 50% red, but you probably already figured that out. But blue is my second. So I love business, and I also love to party. So there's that. So how do I present it as a business opportunity before or after they have signed up? My first question is, are you in 20 and 30? That is something that I'm doing right now. Let me go ahead and put the thing out, goldin6.com/20 in 30. There's a link to it if you're not in 20 and 30. That walks you right through how you present the business opportunity, whether they are, it's so legit. It's so legit. 20 and 30 is something that Eric Worre started. Well, I think he started. I'm not sure. It's a concept. It's like a sort of network marketing concept, I guess. I think. But it's 20 recruits, so 20 business builders in 30 days. And what I did is I made it good for Young Living. Where we can do it with the types of people that we talk to and yada, yada, yada. That get in 20 and 30 if you're not in there. That answers your question completely, because it tells you exactly how to present it. I also give you a business opportunity video from my perspective. It's me talking on the video about the opportunity itself. It talks about the future of the market. It talks about the future of the different markets of the products that we have. So from somebody that might be interested in business, that's going to be like, it's going to pique interest. I also talk about all sorts of stuff, but that video is in there. And then I give a rough template, not rough, I tell you exactly what to do, template of what your meeting looks like with somebody. So it's a 30-minute meeting. You've got 3 parts to that meeting. The middle part is the video. The beginning and the end, I basically tell you exactly what to say. And then that's it. And people are already signing people up with it. And it hasn't even started. It starts in like the actual 20 and 30 as we're doing it starts in February, which is a few days away. But some people are already signing people up. So not mad at that at all. But yeah, that's what I would look at, because that goes into it. It's about, I don't know, maybe 80 minutes. It's 5 different modules there. And then also I just talk about a lot of stuff that would be helpful. What other questions do you guys have? I know it's a little bit later at night, so I don't know if you guys are feeling all talky right now, but I'm going to give you probably another minute to say what you want to say. Also, just so you guys know, tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing my Sunday night live, which the last one I did was literally 3 weeks ago, I believe. And then why couldn't I do it? Oh, and then I couldn't do it the next week because we were in Hawaii. Right? That was awesome. And then the next week we were, last week we were at an event still, so we had a big event here, and we were at that event still, so I couldn't do it last week. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing it, and I give something away on every Sunday Night Live. And the Sunday Night Live, you guys, is not like this. It's more all Q&A, right? Like you're asking all of the questions. It's about anything. It's about my diet. It's about workouts. It's about SEO, which is search engine optimization. It's about websites. It's about social media marketing. It's about Facebook ads. Whatever you want to talk about, business strategy. This is, I mean, pick my brain. You're welcome to pick my brain as much as you want to. That's what I love, answering questions. So that's it. Okay, I have given you a minute. I am going to go ahead and pop on out of here. You guys have an awesome night. Bye-bye.